Hello everybody and welcome back to Coldover, where we are preparing to start work on getting rid of some of these roads here. And in fact, we only have a couple of them built right now. So first things first, we need to get these upgraded ASAP. And we're going to need to expand down this way as well soon enough, which means that we're going to have to get rid of this whole industrial area here. Also, what is going on over here? There's a lot of sirens, or rather a lot of... Actually, there's only just the one. I was seeing these here and thinking that they were flashing, but apparently they are not. It's just this one. Okay, so that's better. Excellent. So, we're going to need to take this out, and I am going to have the game paused while we do this, because we're going to be getting rid of our only way in and out of the city right now, which means that we are going to need to finish this basically in one go. How are we doing on our loans? We have access to basically another 20,000, so that should be fine. So we're going to get rid of this area here, just like that. We're also going to get rid of everything right in here, and this will need to be completely redone. Excellent. So next up, we are going to go ahead and put in a highway with a sound barrier. We're going to take this in straight to right here. And yes, a lot of this stuff here is going to be eliminated. I am well aware of this. Oh, hello. This medical clinic is going to need to be relocated. For right now, I'm going to place the medical clinic up over here. There we go. That'll be fine. In theory. Okay, so now we're going to take this in, and we're just going to try to make sure that our pillars are okay. So I'm going to drop a pillar right here at the end, and then a pillar right here. Now the question is, which one do we want to go below? So, like, which do we want to keep elevated, and which do we want to have go down to the bottom location? I think we're going to have our horizontal roads go down to the ground. And I don't want to be at this elevation step. There we go. So we could go down to the ground here. Alternately, we are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to need to have this in. So I'll go ahead and do that right now. Okay, there we go. And now... Okay, yep, that would work just fine. So we take this in and put it right here. 4 up. That was 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're getting space already occupied on this side. Why is that? It's working over here. And then we get space already occupied. I suppose we could go up to 3 in theory. That would be fine. Or was I miscounting? No, those are definitely different. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this on out of here then. I want to make sure that these are relatively identical. So we're going to take this down 1 then. And then like this, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, so we're running low on money right now, kind of dangerously low on ye olde capital. So that is something that we're going to have to do, is get additional capital. And to that end, we are going to go ahead and pay this loan and take it out again. Okay, so now we have money again. Fantastic. And we're going to need to connect this up over here. I'm going to put this at exactly the same pillar point. And then the same thing there. Just like that. Okay, so this is going to be redone for sure. We are probably going to have vertical roads here. And we may have some pillar issues with that. I'm just looking at these pillars and thinking, these aren't exactly where I want them to be. But they'll do, I suppose. So, first things first, we need to get this done.
thing was,
1,
nobody seemed to want to talk about
2.
Maybe it was too scary. Actually, if things continue
That one
to
isn't
disappear
wanting to
anyway,
go.
maybe I
Okay.
can disappear. That is scary.
Nor is that
Time
one.
to play another
So we're
song.
going to need to extend this out this way a little bit. We'll take this out 1 block. Just like that. Now hopefully it'll let us do this. No, no, definitely not. Okay, what if we take it this direction? Nope. What if we freeform it? Nope. Okay, so we're going to have to take this back this way as well. We've got a snow dump here, but it's 0% full. So that means that we can actually move the snow dump, and we'll just move the snow dump over here for now. That'll be a better permanent home for it. Okay, so let's see if we can get this in. I mean, we're going to have to extend this, aren't we? So we're going to have to take this to here, like that. Okay, it wants to be flat. Let's try the curve tool. Not quite there.
Be reasonable or be fast.
Okay. Close enough. We're going to have to reverse that directionality. And to that end, I want to take these out as well. And make this be ever so slightly more similar to that. So we'll just go ahead and take this in like this. And then we'll connect it in. Yeah, I'm remembering this being a thing where we wanted one here and one just inside previously on the last playthrough. Yeah. Okay. So that means we want to take those out, and rather than putting the pillar right here, we want to put the pillar right here. Which will allow us to get this just straight in like that, and this just straight in theory. Okay, it's not wanting to do it over here. We may have to extend this road this way. And I mean, we were going to do that at some point soon anyway. So let's just take this right out. No, not the curve tool. Let's just take this right out to here. And of course, we're going to have to flip that direction. There we go. Are these going the way we want them to? Yes, they are. Okay. So let's try this again. There we go. That's working correctly. And then we just want to connect this in right here. Right here. Not enough money. Yep. Okay, we'll need to unpause, but there's not currently a way to get onto the road. So I'm going to actually take these sections out for the refund. There we go. And then we will put these in like that. And we're missing some connection here, apparently. And yeah, there's a reason for that. We're going to need to flip that and flip that. There we go. That'll do. Now over here, we're going to need some on-ramps and off-ramps. We have $3,000 to work with. We should probably just go ahead and place in this road here. Like I said, I think we're going to have these crisscross roads here. So then we'd place in this one here. I'm not going to do any more for right now because we need to get our on-ramps and our off-ramps going. So we will go ahead and see about an off-ramp off over here. That'll do. And then that would mean that this would be an on-ramp. Space already occupied, slope too steep. We might have to swing it out further. What is this? That's a house. Okay. Well, over here, this one would be an on-ramp. So technically, it now connects up. I think we've got this pillar here is causing us a big issue, though. So let's get that out of there, and we are instead going to put the pillar right here. Like that. And now we can do an on-ramp here. as well as an off-ramp over here if we had the money, which we currently don't, and now we do. And then we'd want to connect this up right here. Let me just go to speed 3. So we get some money. We've got power issues. Yep, lack of power connection here because this power line got taken out. Fair enough. So we're going to need to elevate this up and over. Something along the lines of this would do. We will, of course, need to get rid of that. Then connect this into this power line. And some of these sections of power line are no longer relevant. Like those, we can get rid of those and save money. There's also a power line up over here that's very irrelevant. So we can get rid of that, like so. Excellent. Now we have power again. Which means that we can get back to building our highways. And we'll connect that in. There we go. We're going to have massive congestion right here. This is not eventually going to be our ultimate way of getting in, but for right now, it'll have to do. There's no room in the prisons. We need a prison, I guess? How much is a prison? They're pretty expensive. This is fire. Prisons are 120,000. Yeah, as expected. Pretty expensive. Okay. Well, we should probably, for the time being, hook this road back up, like so, as we get more money. But this little section is now complete, and we'll work on spreading this all out. In fact, I can go ahead and build this road through right here, although this is giving us space already occupied, but we can just go here and then go here. And that's perfectly fine. This is a police station that will need to be moved. Honestly, that police station could, in theory, be located just, like, right here. Would be fine. There we go. Now, we do have some desire for residential, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Excellent. We have some desire for commercial as well, so I'm going to do the same thing. This area over here can be filled in with dense commercial, and then we can just get rid of this little area and make that be dense commercial. Fantastic. Now we can put in a road right here. That'll be exactly where we want it to be. We can put in the road here. We're getting space already occupied here. What are we looking at for clearance there? Yeah, there's not a lot of clearance. I think we're going to have to terraform that a little bit. So let's go ahead and grab level terrain tool. And we're just going to want to maybe make this a little bit bigger. Level this right on out here. And we'll see if that's enough. Probably not. Well, we can certainly take this up to here, and it'll automatically level some of the terrain. Was I raising it the wrong way? Probably. Let's just go ahead and grab right here. And level this right on out, right up through here. Okay, let's see how that's looking. There we go. Perfect. So now we will need additional on and off ramps. On-ramp here. Off-ramp here. Excellent. That means that this one would be an on-ramp, but we've got a pillar issue here. So let's just go ahead and get this out of here for now. And then we'll just take a pillar right there. Right like that. Excellent. And then we would on-ramp onto this pillar. Maybe a little less. Yeah, there we go. And then off-ramp right there. And now we can reconnect these into the interchange. That's apparently sloped too steep, so I'm going to get rid of this little section here. and we'll connect it in right like that. Fantastic. So here's our first little area of highways finished up. That's very nice. Of course, eventually this is going to be our primary way of getting into the city, and these highways will be our primary way of getting around, but as of right now, that is not the case. We're going to need to put in highways up over this way as well, but first, we can always go ahead and just run these roads straight through here, since we're going to be having them anyway. So just run it straight over like that. Excellent. And these connecting roads here are going to be... Is it just me, or is that not entirely straight? Somehow this is not entirely straight. Ah, that's why. Yeah, I guess that's just not going to be entirely straight. It's pretty close, though, and it's going to be hidden under a highway, so hopefully I won't notice later on. Excellent. So yeah, we're still going to have these connecting roads here just to lower a little bit of on-off ramp traffic. But overall, I'm quite pleased with that. That is working out very, very well. Of course, we're going to need to extend the highway up over this way and over this way. We're going to need to figure out exactly how far over this next block would go. Basically directly onto the highway. So we're going to have to move this whole section of highway here over to about here. Not exactly there, but pretty close. So it's just got to move over like 100 feet. It's kind of awkward, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And of course, some of, like, this is going to want to, we're going to want to redo this interchange here. What is going on over here? Not enough educated workers. Speaking of which, how's our education doing? Our elementary schools are doing okay. We could really use another high school, though. So I will go ahead and put one in, and right over here would be a reasonable spot for one. Alternately, we could put it right here, and that's where I'm going to put it. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to need to be able to transport people up this way. Of course, all of these one-way roads that are currently extant, we're going to be getting rid of. That's kind of our current big project. How are we doing on heating pipes, anyway? Okay. This section of water pipe over here can get taken out. This heating pipe is a little bit crooked. The heating pipe would go in right to there, and then we would connect this up with just a regular water pipe to there. Yeah, that'll do. Excellent. So we have some money right now, and we have some desire for residential. So let's go ahead and convert this over here to dense residential. Everything that we can over here anyway. This is currently unzoned. Yeah, there we go. That's now working. Fantastic. Very nice. Do we have a road maintenance depot? I mean, we can't afford it currently. It costs 40k. We don't currently have one, though. And we should definitely consider having one. Do they produce pollution? They do not. Well, they produce noise pollution, right? No, actually, road maintenance depots can be placed anywhere. In that case, a road maintenance depot would be ideally located somewhere around here. Okay, now we are going to need to extend our heat pipe out at least a little ways. So as soon as we can. There we go. Excellent. That'll increase our road speed. And yeah, we just didn't have enough educated workers for this store. There we go. Fantastic. At this point, we're just kind of saving up our money a little bit so that we can put in our highway system up over this way and going out this way. And of course, we're going to need a sizable amount of money for relocating this. And we're going to need to probably relocate this highway as well. I'm not sure how that's going to end up lining up. We'll have to check on that one. Hey, small city. So we have access to trains, monorails, and cable cars now. Trains wouldn't be a terrible idea,
mobile phones for over 20 years.
Considering that we're a largely industrial city.
By putting ringtones in every commercial that make you think your phone is ringing. Whether you have a new phone,
we may want to consider putting some train depots in over here. Where do we have external train tracks? Over here.
So don't be silenced when opportunity calls. Pick it up. It's for you. Akio Mobile.
Just over here. The external train tracks connect down here and go off map over this way. I think we're going to have to actually export via sea. I'm not sure we have a choice on that. So we can export, like, down over here. Wouldn't be a terrible place. I keep talking about prisons. We should probably do something about that. But for right now, we do need additional residential. So this is all going to be temporary, but it'll do for now.
The only morning show featuring DJ Jimmy Fries and a 4-year-old quarter horse.
There we go.
Coldover.
Oh, this section over here can all be dense resi as well. There we go. And that can be dense commercial. Fantastic.
Okay, easy boy.
They'll play your favorite hits, give out
Okay.
great prizes, and laugh their way through.
So yeah, I think we just need to push our highways up over this way, and we've almost got enough money to do it. I think what I'm going to do, though... Oh, we're still on speed 1. Probably because I paused for a moment there. When we resume from pausing, like, I press space, and then we resume, sometimes it goes down to speed 1. I don't know what causes it, but sometimes it definitely does. Maybe if you click on it to pause? No. Not sure what that is. But yeah, I think we're going to have to do all of our exportation by sea. Just looking at the location of the... Oh, there's railroad up here as well. Okay. We can maybe get this railroad access. That said, railroad access does take up valuable ground space. For right now, I'm reasonably happy exporting it via truck, but that's not going to be a good solution a little bit later on. Okay, so we are currently at about $86,000. We're going to need $120 for a prison. And I'm not sure where we're going to put that. How are we doing on healthcare? Okay, we're doing okay. Our death care is okay as well. Our child care is fine. Our elder care is less fine. So we may want to think about doing something about that too. But for right now, we should probably go ahead and zone all of this dense commercial. There we go. And we are starting to get some serious demand for industrial. And to that end, I think we're going to need to put in another road right here. So that's going to be... Which of these is going to be the 960 block? This is a 960 here. Which means that... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically, this one's a 960 block. Isn't it? Yeah, this would be the 960 block, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so this would be a full block here. This would be a 960, which would go down to... So this road should not exist. Well, that explains why there was a bit of a gap here. Okay, so then this would be a highway going this way. Gotcha. Okay, well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to expand our oil district. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.